He made commitments in 2017 to deliver on the road infrastructure, to deliver on our railway, to deliver on the health sector. But it's unfortunate that the people who are elected with him are not supporting him. Look at, for example, the case of the governor of Nairobi. Governor of Nairobi. Nairobi is the capital city of the country, but unfortunately, the governor did not live to the expectation of Kenyans. But look at what Major General is doing. He is transforming the Nairobi County. Right now, I'm the chairman of budget. I am aware that we will have over 10 level 4 hospitals in the next 2 months in Nairobi. We have road infrastructure being done in Nairobi. They have sunk over 150 boreholes. The issue of water shortage in Nairobi is no longer there. But unfortunately, the people who are supposed to work very, very closely with the president are not supporting him. And it is so unfortunate that the deputy president, who is supposed to be the principal assistant of the president, has abdicated his duties. He is no longer supporting the president. It's unfortunate that we have seen situations and scenarios whereby the president is being abused, called names, yet the deputy president is busy smiling and as if he is part of that choir. It is very unfortunate. The other day, when the former governor of Nairobi called the president unprintable words, and the deputy was there, seated, happy, chatting happily, as if he is endorsing what the former governor was doing. We also saw the other day, Isaac Mwaura, the nominated senator, calling the president all manner of names, and the deputy president was there. So what I want to say in short, the president said that he will not be distracted from doing what Kenyans gave to him. And what Kenyans gave to him is the mandate to lead this country, have peace in the country, and also spur development. And for sure, if you live in Kenya, you know for sure the kind of work that is happening in each and every area of our country. Go to Mombasa, road infrastructure being done. Bridges are being done where they never existed. Go to Kisumu, roads are being done. Go to Mandera, go to Nyeri, come to Nyeri. The railway has been revived. We have dual carriage happening, Mau Mau Road. A lot of good things. We are reviving the coffee sector. We are also reviving the tea sector, the milk sector, the maize sector. Things are happening. But it is unfortunate that the people who are supposed to support the president are not supporting him. But I am happy that the president has also realized that, and he has said that the mandate belongs to him, and he is focused. He is not going to be distracted by the few people who are trying to derail him. And in short, he just gave us a preview. He just gave us a BBI. He was very categorical. Let the people read the BBI. And for us, as members of parliament and the other leaders, we also do our part. We'll make sure that we enlighten our people on the benefits, the many benefits that are in BBI. We know for sure that the president said at the moment we are doing the verification of signatures. The next stage is to take this bill to the county assemblies. And it is by law that the county assemblies are obliged to do public participation. Public participation means that you go to their villages and distribute the copies and ask the people down there whether they support the bill or not. So Kenyans will have two opportunities to vote for this bill. One, when we are doing the public participation, and finally when we will have the referendum. So we are happy that the president came out clear to say that despite all the challenges, despite all the issues, the noise, work is being done in the country, and people can actually see that the president is working. But we want to challenge those who are charged in supporting the president, those who are supposed to be the principal assistant of the president. They should live to the oath that they took in Kasarani.